From Colorado's news leader, this is the #1 rated 9 News at 10.
9 Wants to Know has learned that a small fire district in Colorado has used money from a voter-approved bond issue to build what critics call a palace. It is the most expensive volunteer fire station in the state, and you paid for it. Investigative reporter Deborah Sherman joins us now with this exclusive story. What did you find out?
Well, Bob, first of all, we got this tip from a viewer about the fire station. So we did a statewide survey of recently built fire stations to see what they cost. One fire district stood out not only for what it spent, but for promising taxpayers that it would build something practical. Welcome to Granby, Colorado, population 1,700, and home to a $4 million fire station. The 24,000 square foot, 9-bay station boasts a kitchen designed like a 50s diner, marble walls, and $3,000 flat screen TVs.
It's a little elaborate.
It wasn't supposed to be that way. In this flyer sent to voters, these fire district officials promised they would buy equipment, build a new station and other buildings that would be prudent and no frills. What voters got instead is the most expensive volunteer fire station in the state.
It just does not look prudent or no frills.
9 Wants to Know looked through the fire district's receipts.
Is that wrought iron?
And showed them to Chantell Taylor of the nonprofit Colorado Ethics Watch.
It looks in this case like the taxpayers gave them an inch and they took a mile.
There's a $1,000 fire pole for decoration, a water fountain with custom tiles, and this $4,500 pool table with a custom-made rack and cues.
We have some detail in here, obviously. We call them pops.
Could you have used money more wisely here?
I believe that we were very conservative in what we did here.
Granby Fire Chief Dave Boyes says the project actually came in under budget and points out most taxpayers voted for the bond issue, approving the cost.
If the voters would have given us $2 million, we would have spent $2 million.
Where excess funds, if they came under budget, they could have put towards equipment. It's the equipment that's going to put out a fire. It's the equipment and the hoses and the gear and all of those resources that are going to keep the community more safe, not flat screen TVs and Italian marble.
Most agree Granby needed a new firehouse. The old one's too small. The population's growing, and pine beetles are killing off area forests, creating more fuel for wildfires. But the chief says the new station is mostly for his 37 volunteers.
When I show up here, I'm proud.
Like Captain James Cottrell.
We wanted something extravagant and nice for the volunteers and the community.
When you've got people like that that are volunteering so much time, to be able to give them something that they can be proud of, I think that's important.
The fire district says it's short 10 volunteer firefighters and hopes the new station will attract more volunteers. But that didn't work in the town of Nederland.
It's really a struggle to meet demand for service.
Despite Nederland's new firehouse for $1.8 million, Chief Rick Durr still can't find help. Is this almost like a curse? You have this beautiful new building, but you can't staff it.
Absolutely. It really hasn't brought the volunteers or help that we thought it would.
Since homeowners are still paying for Nederland's new firehouse,
You see is donated.
Chief Durr decorated it on a dime.
We got my thrift store dresser. We've got my state surplus lockers. We have our mattresses that Verlo let us come down and make. State surplus, thrift store, donated, donated, donated. Laptops are donated. Pretty much every piece of furniture here was donated.
But in Granby, new retro office furniture and new computers cost tens of thousands of dollars. In all, Granby spent twice as much as Nederland's on its furnishings and paid much more for its volunteer fire station than most full-time fire departments across the state, with no guarantee it will bring the town more firefighters.
I think that recruitment is not going to accelerate simply because there are $200 stools.
They're proud of everything. They're proud of everything they have here.
Granby's volunteer fire station cost more than all but one full-time fire station. Denver's 26 on Martin Luther King Boulevard cost $5 million, Bob.
Happens to be my neighborhood station. I was wondering how much it cost.
Oh, it's a very nice station.
Yeah,
There's
is.
some nice stations out there, but this one far and away topped the list.
Yeah. Deborah, interesting. Thanks.
Sure.
All right, I know you can read comments from our investigation from fire chiefs across the state by logging on to 9news.com. You can also find out what your fire station cost. We have posted our entire survey on the homepage.